Hello, my hosts, and welcome to another stream. Today I'm going to be experimenting a bit with Godot and seeing if we can learn how to use it as a programming language. Oh, hi, Stephanie. So, let's switch over to it now. There we go. I'm gonna pull in my wings. And I was thinking of basically and Riziki as well. So here is the code we have. Let's see if we can open that scene. I'm just trying to make a little 3D game here. Yes, much progress. Okay. So that's the debugger. Output. Audio, animation. So let's see this icon. You open scene. That doesn't do anything. How do I see the code? That's how we see the code. Right. So what this should do is it should create an array of 4 points, or 3 points, so basically a triangle. It should create basically a line between them. That's what I'm thinking. So if we go into, we tell it to now run. Actually, let's add a debug, break, continue. I want to add a breakpoint here. How do we add breakpoints? Isolate as collapse. That's cool. Oh. And like that. Okay, that's the output. Do we have a print statement? Let's have a look. Godot. Oops. Actually need... Is chat coming up? Where is chat? I want chat to come up on screen. That's the classic problem I've got with this mode. Let's check that. Hey, we got chat. Cool. There we go. So, open the scene. Now close that. I see how that works. Open scene. And then we can, let's see. How do we get, we hit the run button. That makes sense. And it pops up. And that shows nothing. You would think you would see some sort of line on here from the polygon. Pause that. Now if we've got the debug, continue step into. Okay. All right. That's not doing that. So stop, play scene, play custom scene. Don't know what that does yet, but we'll learn later on. Toggle bookmark. How do we set debugger profile errors? Well, that doesn't tell us anything. Child process connected. We're not getting any errors, just not getting any output either. Search results, audio, animation. That's not helpful to us. Play, stop. Okay, let's go and search in the internet for Go breakpoint. Left edge. So that's how you set a breakpoint. Cool. Now we run. So debug, continue, step into, step over. So F10 creates the new polygon. That should add the polygon. Changes might be lost. But when we look at this thing, we don't see anything. Do we have to set properties for this? That might be the issue. So if we stop this and we look at the scene itself, open scene, what we do? Nope, that's not what we want. How do we now get that view we had before with the image is the question I am asking myself. It's it. Open that. That's not what we want. Not exactly clear how some of these things work, but what you have to do is experiment and teach yourself. Oh, I get it. So you can just click on that to get to that vision. Hold on, these are in scales of 100. Maybe it's just that I've got the values too small. If we go to script, if we go, rather than 1, 100 and 100. Let's see if that works better. There we go. Play. Oh yeah, I've still got the... Cool. So now we have a polygon. Let's go 100, 100. Delete that. So move that. Gonna go 200. And that will move it across if my understanding is correct. Cool. And if we go like this, let's see if that gives us a square, or have I got the ordering wrong? Oh, alright. I've got something wrong. So, that one to that one. This one will have to be 200, 200. Like that. Let's try that. That makes a square. Cool. So, let's turn this into a function. Func make rectangle. Yes, I'm aware of that. And I'm going to go could go mid. So that's the middle of our rectangle. How do we declare a variable in Godot? Godot functions. There we go. Da-dum. Param1, param2. So Godot mid vector 2 common comma size for 2. There we go. That makes kind of sense to me. Then we'll have here, copy that. So have the first. Why have you gone like that? I don't know what's supposed to say. So you go mid. So it's be x and y. So it's mid.x, I think. Let's have a look at how vector 2 works. Do we have a documentation there? Godot vector 2. Vector 2 float x float y 1 properties float x. Okay. So it's lowercase x. Then we go x minus size.x divided by 2. There we go. Mid.y. Plus size dot y divided by 2. Actually, let's see. We'll say var y off set equals size y divided by 2 and var x off set equals, we don't need those brackets there, size x divided by 2. So we can go like that, x set, and actually this makes a square, so make SQ. Mid plus, sorry, minus y set. Then we do the same thing, but we add y offset. Same thing. Add both offsets. Then we do the same thing, and we subtract the, like that. Will that go round the circle correctly? Or round the square correct? I think it will. There. Put that there. Pass. We change this to be make SQ, and we go vector 2, let's say 100 by 100, or 250 50. Okay, let's see what that does. So we're going to parse error, expected, comma or close bracket. Add the semicolon, let's go again. Wonder what am I missing here? Right, let's have a look at how their functions are declared. There we go. Godot script basics, function declaration. Some function param. Am I not allowed to give it? thing. Godot function parameters. Function with optional parameters. I want function with any parameters. Go. No, I don't want to watch a YouTube video right now. See the optional parameters thing. It might give us a hint. Are we not allowed to give it types? Parameters value incorporated into the function. Focus, readability, yep. Parameter type. Optional typing. Okay. Type hints can work. Okay. Safe lines, code completion, how to that doesn't tell me anything. How do I file type? Function parameter type functions. Do I just leave it be and let the delta... Okay, let's leave it be. It's close. I don't know if I can answer that question yet. I'm just learning it myself. It looks... I mean, it is definitely X offset, it is definitely indent sensitive, like why have you taken over the control of my... There. It is definitely indent sensitive like Python is. What is irritating me is whatever this is. I think it's trying to help me, but all it is doing is getting in the way. Okay. But quite frankly, once you've learnt one language, you can often transfer the core skills over to the next one. Okay. So, why don't I see anything here? Let's do the whole trick with a breakpoint. Play that. We will step through. So X offset gets set there. Y offsets get set there. Stack variable mid size. X offset, Y offset, that's set. And now that gets set like that. So verts. All right, we've got vert set, size equals 4, and we pop that out. It's got 75, 75, 125, 125, 75. That looks fairly typical as we want to do. That creates the polytype. Okay, Okay, it's creating a polygon. There. Set polygon. It's... Oh, I didn't do that add child thing we had. That's probably what it is. If we looked at the previous code, we did an add child. So, what is it? Godot add child. Okay. Add child. So I think add child adds the object to add child. That's add child can be done programmatically. There we go. Add child. Poly. And we run this again. I don't understand how hard this world can be. Only been using Python for 2 months, but can make basic guess the number games without a tutorial. Yeah. Basically, you tend to learn by doing and exploring and taking a complex task and breaking it down into more simple tasks. There we go. And we've got our square. Cool. Now that we have a function that creates a square, let's see if we can modify this square. So we're using the polygon 2D. And we'll look at the documentation for it. There. Is there any way to... we can change the color. Can we change it to an outline or something? Pool color vector. Fill color. It's checked. Can it be the default color if not set? Is there a line color? Line. Going to do a switch pool color array. That's the pool color array. Color, polygons fill color. It's not set in the vertex color. Pool color. Color each vertex. Colors interpolated between vertex, resulting in smooth gradients. Polygon text, if undefined, we'll use color. Okay, that's helpful. So, dot color. Now that's there. So if we go color 1.0.0.01, I think it's 4 of those. So method color isn't defined in there. Okay, so we use set color. Color. Method color isn't defined. How do we create a new color? We'll run this again. Here we go. Tell us that color isn't in the current class. So where does that color come from? Color is that. Note in the Boolean gem. How do we create colors? Where's example? Color methods. It just says color. Do I have to import it from somewhere? This is one of these tricky things when you're learning a new language, is where do things live? Unless, no. That's the problem. I was spelling colour in the Australian way when they want the American spelling of the language, the thing. Excellent. Got a red cube now. Now that I've got one square, I copy this, so put it into a different location, and we run it again. Got two squares. That is all neat and good. Now, let's look at getting this to be interactive. All right, so we've got add child. Can we say get children by name? There we go. On good. Okay. How do we get a child after it's in there? Let's not bother. What we'll do, okay, var, and we've got to go, let's call this last SQ, and it's going to be of a polygon 2D. Copy that, put that in there. I'm going to go set last SQ equals poly. So the second run is done there. So that will get set to whatever the second one is. Now, can we get it to get the location of the mouse? Godot mouse position. Mouse and input coordinates. Let's look. Okay, so that happens on I'm just going to cut and paste this into my code. This is how you often learn, just by cutting and pasting. Let's see if that works. So it says mouse click in there, and we've got viewpoint resolution. Cool. All right. So let's get rid of that. That's completely useless to us. There. Now, if we go last skew, right. You dot. Let's have a look at our polygon again. Poly 2D. Let's have a look at the documentation. Boolean array, bones, float, array polygons. We can set the bones on it. That's interesting. So, dot the gone 0 dot we go like that. Oh, it's because we've cut and pasted. Right, you go like that, that's back to being sensible again. Right, okay. That's dot. And gonna say, let me just go like that. Go event dot position. Will that work? Oh, it turned. Ah, I am trying to learn a bit of Godot, which is a games programming language. And basically, I'm just experimenting with it at the moment. So if we go like that, now if we click on here, we can set one of the points of that to that location. That is cool. There we go. And if we change it from mouse click to mouse motion, like that, now it sticks to my mouse. That is cool. Car partially what we want. What we can now do is probably we would abstract that square thing into its own class and have it move around with our mouse movement. That would be a cool way to do it. Or we could have it inherit from the vector. Also, what we want to do is have it draw lines between these squares. So if I'm going to comment this section out here, let's say, can we just comment that out? Toggle comment, yep. So we comment that out, so this is no longer running, so it's no longer processing input. And I think there is a Godot line 2D thing. Yep, line through 2D space. So just do the same thing as we've done before. var line equals term equals line, oops, hand slipped, line 2D we'll put a space there to make a logical split to D dot new, so that creates a new object of the type line to D. There we go. And if we say line dot, let's have a look at what we can do with our line object. Probably set locations or set endpoints. Where are our methods on line? Add point, that's what we want. Add point. And we're going to go vector 2, 100, 100. Line dot add point vector 2 500 500. There we go. Add child line. This should draw a line between our two squares. So let's try that out. Cool. That does what we want. So the next step is I want to make it a curved Bezier type line. So let's have a look at this. That's line for line join mode. Set join mode. The line is drawn between each there. Interpreters local vectors. I want a Bezier curve between the two lines. So Godot Bezier curve. A good bit of programming is knowing, yep, okay, cubic there. Do we have to manually implement that? I thought it would already be... Ah. So it'd be curve to a D rather than line. So curve 2D. There we go. And add point in out. So that one. And vector 2. Again. X, I want to move it along x-axis, so I'm going to say 500 there. And we copy this out. And here we go 100, 500. If we try the same thing, it crashes. Invalid is not a subclass as expected. Ooh. Curve 2D. Am I missing something? Ah. It actually has to be path 2D. Let's run that. Okay. You still got an add point. Right, what is we saying? Base path to D. What am I missing here? In out. Index is given. Oh, I'm still in the curve 2D. I want path 2D. Okay. Path 2D information. Godot path to D. Let's have a look into that. Contains a 2D path for path. Oh, this is just a holder for that, so curve 2D, and then we go var path equals 2D new path dot set curved line path, like that. Let's see how that turns out. Run new. doesn't work as I intended. What am I missing? Curve 2D creates a curve in space. Point, interpolate, remove path, tessellate, path on tools. What I wanted to do is just draw that thing. So how do I draw curve? How do I draw thing? Drawing that curve. Ah, okay. So you use the draw polycurve thing. So there. So if we go paste, line that, and leave those out, I think, because they're optional values. Expected at least 2. I'm just going to copy this color thing like that. There. Okay. Let's run that. Nope. That didn't turn out right. What am I missing? Let's have a look. Here, add point. Let's try in the draw function. So func underscore draw. And we're going to make the line. Okay. Like that. Get rid of that. That's not needed. That's not needed either. Right, let's see if that fixes our problem. And it does. So now we've got a line that follows a Bezier curve that joins those two things. That is handy. So that means that what I intend to do, I can do. Or the debugger wants to talk to us. Okay. Well, that is, we're going quite well with that. So we now can draw a polyline between that. Draw line is called every hash update. So that basically tells me I've worked out what I want to do with this. So the next step is we go into a bit of planning. So this is going to be it's like our design documentation. So proof making game on back. Actually, function application game makes on Oreo. So this is going to be sort of planning. So the idea is that we can create new functions by linking old just functions with the goal to create a function that does the thing we want to do. So we're going to have a type that represents function with one argument type output, which will be a tree. So work out how the type, how the scoping will work. Okay, that's pretty much that. And the next thing would be I would start declaring types and working that from that out. Okay. Well, I think we've actually accomplished a lot of work. Hello, Special Edition. Unfortunately, you've got me just as I am starting to wind up the session. And I've been going very well. So let's go back to the main room. I still got to work out how to fix that issue that I've got with the text escaping from my blackboard. Anyway, what we did in Godot is work out how to create squares and how to draw lines between the squares. We also started on the first bits of planning for our little game type thing. So getting an idea of what we're going to do, and I'm going to start working out what types we're going to have to define for that. So I'll do that off camera. I'll probably throw up our design documentation since it is on Google Docs, so other people can read and put comments on it. But looks like Godot is a useful language and we can do what we want to do. And yes, I always plan out what my programs, where basically if you don't, you run into problems. And also if you do, you realize what you need to change. But it gives you a path to basically navigate as you're building your program. So tomorrow we'll be playing some Kerbal Space Program. So I will look forward to seeing you then. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. And thank you for watching both live and in the archives. See you later.